New match here at 174 pounds for Wisconsin. Andrew McNally. And for North Carolina, Lautt. Two graduate students here wrestling at 174 pounds. Lautt from Olathe, Kansas. McNally from Uniontown, Ohio. No score here, 40 seconds into the first period. Nice high crotch attempt there by McNally, unable to get locked on the leg. 1 minute down, no points here at 174 pounds. Lautt started the year at 84. Last couple matches here has been down at 74. Currently ranked 16th at 174 pounds. Meanwhile, McNally ranked 8th at 174 pounds himself. Lautt really likes that left side underhook. He's able to get it here. 1:10 left in the first period. McNally clears that underhook. No score here as we move through 2 minutes of the first period. Still no score. 2 minutes and 30 seconds gone by here in the first. Nice shot attempt there by Lautt. Able to get his double, able to swivel his hips. He'll get a takedown here. At 174 pounds. 17 seconds here for McNally. Try to get an escape. And Lautt will take him out of bounds. 5 seconds left. First period, Lautt leading 2-0. McNally tries to sit. Unable to get an escape here. 2-0. Lautt lead over McNally. McNally works to ride here. 1:50 left in the second period. Lautt will get an escape. He makes it now 3-0. Nice shot attempt there by McNally. Unable to get his hands locked. 1:15 left in the second period, excuse me. 3-0 lead for Lautt. McNally gets him down into a front head position. See if he's able to score here. Got his elbow pretty deep. Unable to score yet. Tries to take a shot off of it. Unable to score. 35 seconds. Second period. 3-0 lead. Lautt able to get into a front head position here. 20 seconds left in the second period. McNally looking to see if he can drag him by. Unable to do so. And we'll move into the third period here. 3-0 lead for Lautt. McNally will choose bottom here to start the third period. Lautt drops down to a leg. McNally able to get that escape. Now 3-1. Lautt's in his deep left underhook that he likes to have. McNally's going to have to try to clear out to get to his offense. And they do clear. 1:45 left in the third period. Fake attempt there by Lautt. Now he'll shoot into a double again. Unable to score, but does get his hook. McNally tries to swing. Unable to get to his shot. 1:05 left in the third period. Nice double attempt there by Lautt. That's a big takedown. He's leading 5-1, 40 seconds left in the third period. McNally looks to try to get an escape here. And they'll go off the mat. 18 seconds left. 5-1 lead for Lautt. Lautt drops down to the ankle. And he'll finish the third period on top. He'll achieve riding time as well, giving him now a 6-1 victory over McNally at 174 pounds. 3 points for the Tar Heels, makes it 13-11 UNC. New match here at 285 pounds for Wisconsin, Trent Hillger. And for North Carolina, Whitman. And quick stall warning there for Whitman. Hillger able to continue action off the mat. Two Michigan boys added here at 285 pounds as Whitman takes a shot to his knees. Hillger has a front head. No score yet. 40 seconds here into the first period. Whitman able to get back up to his feet and we'll get a stalemate here. Almost 50 seconds into the first period, 0-0 score. One minute down, still 0-0. Whitman tries another high shot attempt.
Let's meet our competitors. Middle school, 145 pounds. Ranked number 1 and 2 in the nation.
Halfway through, shot attempt there by Hillger, able to get the leg, and he'll get a 2-point takedown. Nice swing, outside swing single for Hillger, able to catch that foot and able to finish here on the edge of the mat as they go out of bounds. 1:17 left in the first period, 2-0 lead for Hillger. Hillger able to get that leg in. Working for that power half against Whitman. Good pressure there as he continues to break Whitman down. Doing a nice job keeping his feet locked, able to keep that leg in deep as he's building up riding time. Tries to get that second leg in, and he does. That'll break Whitman all the way down to the mat. And Hillger does get that minute of riding time as it continues to build up. 20 seconds left in the first period, leading 2-0. As I mentioned, 2 Michigan boys. Whitman wrestling for Dundee High School. Hillger wrestling for Lake Fenton High School. As we move into the second period, Hillger will choose bottom, leading 2-0 with 1:27 of riding time. Quick escape there for Hillger. He's back in on Whitman. 3-0 lead for Hillger. And Whitman will get hit for another stalling call, and that'll give Hillger a point. That'll make it now 4-0 lead for Hillger. 1:47 left in the second period. Nice shot attempt by Hillger. Nice double, and that'll be 2 more points there for Hillger. Now 6-0 lead over Whitman of North Carolina. As I had mentioned, winner of this match will win the duel for their team as team score UNC 16, Wisconsin 14. Hillger gets his leg back in, continuing to wrestle here, trying to build up his riding time. Almost at 2 minutes now with 1:16 left in the second period. Go out of bounds, Hillger hustles back to the mat. 1:14 left. Looks like Hillger's going to do an optional start here, excuse me. And he does let Whitman go. It's now 6-1. Hillger, nice high crotch attempt there by Hillger, and he'll get 2 more. And he's got a cross leg cradle locked up. See if he's able to get the pin. He's got him on his back. And he's got him tight, and he'll get the fall for Wisconsin. Hillger continuing to stay on the offense, and he gets that double and then works it to a far leg near side cradle, and he'll get the fall, and Wisconsin beats North Carolina.
And we will start this dual meet out at 125 pounds. First of 10 matches here from Newark, New Jersey, as we wrap up this 2021 Garden State grapple. It is Jacob Moon for Hofstra and Eric Barnett for the Badgers. Barnett coming in ranked this week at 125 pounds, and Barnett with a big win in the opening round in their dual meet, Wisconsin's dual meet that is, with North Carolina. Barnett picking up a major decision earlier this evening. On the flip side, Jacob Moon was defeated by Dylan Schauber of Rutgers 8-1. So Barnett and Moon starting us out on a quick takedown on the high crotch by the Badger 125-pounder. So Barnett quickly in on the shot and quickly getting a takedown. Barnett, the returning All-American for the Badgers, checking in this week in the college rankings at number 6. The sophomore from Wisconsin, Spencer Lee, the returning champion from Iowa, ranked number 1. And Barnett, again, a returning All-American right there, ranked number 6 this week in the latest polls and going to work early here for the Badgers. The opponent for Barnett, Jacob Moon. As the Badgers, head coach by Chris Bono, again victorious, had to win their final 2 matches earlier this evening over North Carolina as the Badgers found themselves trailing late. But Braxton Amos and Trent Hillger picking up wins to close out the dual meet, and Wisconsin with a big signature win over a ranked opponent in North Carolina earlier this evening. Hofstra ran into a buzzsaw in Rutgers, giving up 35 team points in that loss to the Scarlet Knights. Minute and change remaining in this first period. Barnett with the early takedown, and now has amassed over a minute and a half of riding time. Barnett, the sophomore from Hortonville High School. Correction, that is Dylan Acevedo in the lineup now. Acevedo actually wrestled 133 in the Rutgers duel, but is the backup 125-pounder normally for the Pride. Acevedo was pinned by Sammy Alvarez of Rutgers. So Acevedo and Barnett. Barnett, as we mentioned, in-state product in Wisconsin from Hortonville High School. Multiple-time state champ, and really burst onto the college scene last year when he pulled several upsets at the NCAAs. Came in seeded 19th, but wrestled his way to an All-American finish. Final seconds of this opening period. Barnett with the 2-0 lead, but nearly 2.5 minutes amassed of riding time there for the sophomore from Wisconsin in that opening period. So we will go to the second period. Barnett will start in the referee's position, trying to work his way up to his feet. Well, got a roll through there, ends up getting 1. And we are back to neutral. Badgers so far this season, 3-0 on dual meets. Defeated Buffalo in their season openers. Here's Barnett locking in a cradle. This could be trouble for Acevedo. He's got the takedown, working for near fall, but Barnett's thinking pin right here. Plenty of time, center of the mat. Trying to get the Badgers out to a 6-0 lead, and there it is. So Eric Barnett, the 6th ranked wrestler in the land at 125 pounds, continues his undefeated start to this 2021-22 campaign. A quick pin here at 125, and the Badgers go up early 6-0. Move quickly to 174 pounds. It's Andrew McNally, the ranked wrestler for the Badgers. He was upset in his first match tonight with North Carolina. Fell to unranked wrestler Clay Lautt 6-1. Erickson Velasquez. Actually, I think we have a new wrestler in here for Hofstra. We'll get you that name here momentarily. It was Velasquez who wrestled earlier this evening for Hofstra. But I believe Hofstra has put in their backup. We'll get you that name here momentarily. Yeah, McNally, a bit of a stunner as he's working for that tilt here. Corey Langer is the name, thanks fellas. And Corey Langer's in some trouble. As McNally, you gotta figure, probably a little grumpy. You're coming into this Garden State Grapple undefeated, ranked 8th in the country, and you get upset by an unranked wrestler. So I would think there's maybe a little bit of payback here for McNally. We'll see how it plays out. Long way to go, though. We're just getting underway here at 174 pounds, but so far so good for the Badger. McNally, the grad transfer from Kent State. Great career for the Flash out of the MAC conference. Something Coach Bono and his staff have done a real nice job of since taking over, is getting some big-time transfers in to step in and start right away. McNally, the latest example of that. McNally, a 3-time NCAA qualifier for Kent State. He's been a bit of a journeyman. Started his career at Eastern Michigan, then transferred to Kent State, and now as a grad senior wrestling for the Badgers. Hometown of Uniontown, Ohio, Lake High School. The opponent, Corey Langer, getting his first work here of his dual meet season. Langer, a sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia, Marist School. I don't really think of Georgia as a wrestling hotbed, but that is not the case. It has certainly been on the uptick here in the last half decade or so. Langer, the latest to come out. First year as a starter. He's been with the Pride 3 years. And he's in some trouble here. McNally locking up the near side cradle. Almost like a leg cradle here. I think he did get a couple of near fall there. We'll wait to see the official. Oh, look at this. Langer, though, might turn this into an opportunity from danger to a scoring chance, perhaps. Oh, nice counter, though, by McNally, coming up to his feet, driving the double leg to the mat. And, wow, I don't see any near fall. That's surprising. I thought there was a 2 count there. But the scoreboard here in the arena has not changed. So maybe a lucky break there for Corey Langer. I was certain that McNally was going to pick up a couple of near fall out of that. Going back to that leg turk. McNally already with 2.5 minutes of riding time as we come down to the final seconds here of this opening period. I don't want to say wake-up call or scare, because North Carolina is a very good team. Hats off to Coleman Scott, what he's building there in Chapel Hill. But, man, maybe you get the sense that Wisconsin maybe got a little bit of a shock in that opening round where they had to scramble at the end to pull out the win. And they are coming out guns a-blazing here in this second dual meet here at the 2021 Garden State Grapple against the Hofstra Pride. Certainly if you're Hofstra, a lot to be able to come back and work on and learn from when you're facing 2 top 20 opponents to start your dual meet season. I give the coaching staff some credit at Hofstra. My man Dennis Papadopoulos not shying away from competition, and I can tell you, Hofstra fans, that'll pay off once you get into EIWA. Lean on what you learned facing a couple of hammers in Wisconsin. And Rutgers is, here's McNally working for the fall now. Took that shot and drove Langer right to his back, right off the blocks here to start the second period. Oh boy, that's tight, and there you go. Langer was able to get off his back in the first period. He was not in the second. And the Badger bus keeps on rolling here in Jersey. 32-6 in favor of Wisconsin. But I don't think many people expected that outcome. Certainly the way the match started. Amos gets a quick takedown, wraps up a minute and a half of riding time, looks to be in complete control. But that's why, folks, it's not a 3-minute match or a 5-minute match. It's a 7-minute match. And Trey Rogers used all 7 minutes. In fact, he used almost 9 minutes to pick up the win. Well, what a fun match to end it on here. Couple of stud big guys. Zach Knighton Ward and Trent Hillger. Both ranked. Knighton Ward, big win in his opening round match. Hillger with a pin in his opening match. Hillger, the multiple-time All-American. Ward, multiple-time NCAA qualifier. Couple of superstar big men here to close out our inaugural Garden State Grapple. Glad you're with us on BTN Plus. Yeah, Zach Knighton Ward had a heck of a match with Boone McDermott of Rutgers picking up a 6-1 win in his first match. And Hillger was forced with a must win. The Badgers were losing the dual meet against North Carolina going into heavyweight, and Hillger delivered, got a pin over Brandon Whitman of North Carolina to secure the Badgers dual meet victory. Dual meet not on the line here. Badgers have got that well in hand, but certainly seeding and rankings and statement wins early in the season for both these guys on the line right here. Zach Knighton Ward, the senior out of Rosedale, New York. NCAA qualifier a season ago. Finished third at the EIWAs, undefeated in dual meet action last year in the EIWAs. Also a NCAA qualifier in 2019, picked up 22 wins. So he's had a pretty decorated career for the Pride. Hillger got poked in the eye, I think. He's down in some pain. Training staff will come on and look at him. Not a lot you can do on that one if you're the trainer. You just walk it off. But yeah, it's no fun to get a finger in the eye. Hillger out of Lake Fenton High School in Holly, Michigan. What an incredible career it's been for him. 3-time All-American. And last year, taking 6th at the NCAAs. Finished 8th back in 2019. Been one of the great big man here in the Big Ten of the last 4 or 5 years. Did he keep his toes in? Yes, he does. Boy, that's a heck of an athletic move by Trent Hillger. They call him Thor in Madison. You can see why. Even got the hair to boot. We'll take a 2-0 lead. 36 seconds remain in this first period. Some of the Badger faithful still reeling a bit after that stunner. Braxton Amos fell in overtime. Good credit to Rogers of Hofstra to battle his way back in that one to get the win. Final seconds ticking off in this first period. Hillger controlling, 2-0 lead. Hillger's off to a hot start, couple of wins already in dual meet action. Can't wait to watch him down in the Midlands later next month. See some of the top teams in the country. See where not only where Hillger were some of these Badgers. I mean, look, they've been impressive here tonight in New Jersey. A couple of big wins. They've got some certainly All-American candidates. Go down and see how you fare with the likes of the Iowas of the world and some of the better teams in the country that participate in the Midlands. Two-1 lead. Hillger here into the second period. Takedown in that first period. The escape here by Knighton Ward. 42 seconds of riding time thus far for Hillger. And Knighton Ward looked awfully good in that win over Rutgers. A couple of ranked wrestlers in that one. Of course, Hillger getting the pin to ice the dual meet over North Carolina. So both these guys coming in pretty confident, feeling pretty good. And someone's going to come out of here with a lot of good momentum once we get into the meat of this season. Kind of really a tale of two, almost three seasons. You look at how the college wrestling schedule is structured. You get the and here's again Hillger. Oh, this time I think he's going to say it's the finger bent back. Boy, poor old Hillger poked in the eye. Finger got kind of wrenched there on the grip. He's saying, hey, he's pulling on my finger. See the frustration there on Hillger. Anyway, back to the season. You start out with a bunch of dual meets, non-conference traditionally. Then you kind of get that break most of December. You'd be sprinkling a few opens, and then you start off with conference dual meets, and you just go non-stop conference dual meets for basically 2 months, January, February, and that's kind of season 2 comes to an end, and then you get to your conference championships and the NCAA. So it's interesting how it breaks out. Again, Wisconsin won't be in action until the end of December. They'll have nearly a full month off. Hofstra will have a couple of dual meets coming up. And then, like I said, both these teams, Hofstra and the EIWA, Wisconsin in the Big Ten, first of the year. It's basically 2 dual meets a week for the better part of 2 months. And then, of course, it all culminates with the EIWA in Hofstra's case and the Big Ten tournament in Wisconsin's case to get either you hope the automatic bid to the NCAAs, or that you've acquired enough points, wins throughout the season to get an at-large bid. And then what really it's all about is how you as an individual and how you as a team do at the NCAA tournament. It's kind of like NCAA basketball, right? You can win 30 games during the regular season, but only remember if you make the Final Four. It's kind of the same thing in wrestling. You can have a great season individually, but if you're not an All-American, it's kind of how you're judged, fair or unfair. Escape here by Hillger, so we're 3-1 early on in this third period. Badgers trying to bookend this dual meet. Started with a win at 125, trying to end it with one here at 285. Hillger trying to stay undefeated on the season, currently ranked 5th in the country. Working that underhook now. Hillger definitely a favorite, speaking of All-Americans, to be back in the on the podium come March in Detroit. Talk about looking forward to a conference season. How about the Big Ten? I mean, maybe the biggest name in the sport of wrestling right now at any level is Gable Steveson, the Olympic champion. Shocked the world after he had signed a lucrative deal with the WWE. I think most people, including myself, thought he was done with the sport of wrestling on the amateur level, but said he was coming back to Minnesota. He, of course, ranked #1. Then you have Mason Paris of Michigan, Greg Kirkfleet, Penn State, Hillger of Wisconsin, Orndorff of Ohio State, and Cassiope of Iowa, all ranked in the top 7. 6 of the top 7, only Colton Schultz of Arizona State. He's currently ranked 3rd. 6 of the top 7 in the country in the Big Ten. Not to mention another 3 or 4 that are out, in the 10 to 20 range. You could almost say the Big Ten tournament at heavyweight is as tough, if not tougher, than the NCAA tournament at heavyweight. Oh, a lateral drop attempt by Knighton, where he's going to wish he had that one back. I suppose desperation time. Hillger will take another pin on the resume, and that'll do it. Trent Hillger stays undefeated on the season, and the Badgers stay undefeated on the season.